This is Ben, and in this video I'm going to give you 7 things that your ex needs to see to give you another chance. So if you want to get your ex back, make sure you watch this video and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to upload more videos about you getting your ex back. Now, the first thing your ex needs to see is a quality that come being outcome detached. When you're going through the breakup, one of the things that pushes your ex away and she resists to come back to you is that you're very much outcome attached. Everything you do, everything you tell your ex is because you want them to come back to you. So if you want to get your ex back, you got to understand that outcome detachment is one of the main traits that you need to show, because your ex wants to be with somebody who is emotionally strong. And if you show that you're outcome attached, and you will only feel good if you get certain outcome of the interaction or out of the relationship with your ex, then that will cost you attraction. The outcome detachment is one of the most important things you should remember to show if you're interacting with your ex. In my book, which you should, by the way, download and read if you haven't already, the link is in the description. In my book, I show you the state control system, and in the second step of the blueprint, which is taking inner control, I show you the foundations of outcome detachment. So outcome detachment, I can give you a few examples as well. Outcome detachment is, for example, when your ex tests you and she tells you, for example, me and you will never be a thing ever again. I come see you, but you should know that. If you're somebody who's outcome attached and you want that thing, you want that to end up only as a relationship, romantic relationship, then this will trigger you. And then you will go crazy. You'll say, what do you mean we will never be together? This is us. Look at all the things we had. Look, we have kids together. That is you being outcome attached. But if you're outcome detached, and I know it's very difficult to be outcome detached when she tells you something like, hey, I only see you just as friends. All right, cool, no worries. No problem. See, it doesn't touch you. I get more to this later because this is really, really, really important. So remember, number 1, being outcome attached. The second thing, your ex doesn't want you to be passive. One of the traits of anyone who's going through a breakup and wants to get their ex back is that they become passive. And sometimes passive aggressive. Basically, you don't care about your interests, and all you care about is what your ex wants, because you want to be nice to them, so maybe they will give you what you want. Passiveness is one of the worst qualities you could have as a guy or as a woman. As you know, women are naturally more passive because it makes sense to just the whole nature of the things and interactions. But if you're a guy, you gotta be assertive instead of being passive. Passive is when you just back off, you know, okay, I do anything, or you wait, or you do anything like being on no contact, for example. It's kind of being passive or passive aggressive. It's like you don't know what to do, you have no way out, you don't know how to negotiate, so you take a passive move, passive decision, so maybe your ex will miss you and give you another chance. Which, by the way, every time the no contact works is temporarily. If you read somewhere, oh, the best thing to do, it doesn't work. Look, I've been doing it for more than 14 years, and I know this is all just a bullshit commercialized idea. Being passive and trying to get attention by passively trying to get attention passively, it doesn't work. You know, it's like, hey, you know, like the victim mode, for example. You know, I'm okay, I'm gonna be fine. Then go sit in the corner. You know, life is so hard. It's so sad. The attention that you get is not good attention, because that attention is bad attention. That's the pity attention. You don't want pity attention. You want people to look at you. You want your ex to look at you and say, wow, I want to be back with him. That's so crazy. Look at how much amazing energy this guy has. Look how great he's living life. He's thriving. I want to be with him because of that. You don't want to back off that maybe one day they miss you. So don't be passive. There's a lot of passiveness I can show you. If you're a woman, there are times that you can be passive, and that's fine because of the dynamics of man to woman. But if you're a guy, assertive is the only way. And assertiveness is you consider your interest and your ex's interest, and you're willing to walk away. So basically you say, hey, this is what I want, and this is how I want it, and this is what I think is good for both of us. And if she doesn't like it, so okay, cool, I don't want it. For example, if your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend said, hey, you know what, I want to smoke cigarettes or I want to do drugs, you cannot tell me not to do it. An assertive dude, assertive guy says, look, I want to be in a relationship with you and I love you and I want to be together with you, but if you do drugs or if you smoke and if you self-destruct, it's going to affect both of us. I cannot be in that relationship to see you every day do that to yourself. Then she said, hey, you know what, I come with drugs. If you're assertive dude, you walk away because you respect yourself, your life, your emotions, and you are strong. You walk away. But if you're a weak dude, you can't walk away. Weak guys cannot walk away. So what do? You become passive. You know what, okay, then you put up with bad behavior. A lot of guys put up with bad behavior when the woman is really hot or when they want to get the girl back. So if you want to get your ex back, don't put up with bad behavior, which is the next thing I want to talk to you about. Third thing that I want to tell you, that third thing that your ex doesn't want you to do, she doesn't want you to comply with her, or he doesn't want you to comply with him when he or she is breaking rapport. Let me explain what it means. For example, when your ex says, look, I don't want to see you. If you comply means basically you agree to whatever they say and say, oh, okay, you know, it's totally fine. You know, I'm totally fine with not seeing you, and I also apologize for being this way. You're being disqualified. If you comply, then you lose attraction. So when somebody disqualifies you, you do not comply with them. You know, and for example, let me give you examples that are easier to understand for you. For example, hey, me and you are just gonna be friends, and I will never have sex with you. If you say, oh, it's totally fine, I just want to be a friend, it's totally fine. So you step over what you want and comply to them while being disqualified. These are different variations, but this is one of the biggest things I want you to remember. Never comply when you're being disqualified, because that is not what a high value guy does. All of the things that I teach you are things that high value guys do and high value people do. And your ex left you because you did some low value behavior. So don't comply. Don't be afraid of friction. Don't be afraid of some turbulence in the interaction. I'm not saying fight or argue, but stand your ground. Have a voice. All of these things are connected together. Things that I'm telling you, it's all about assertive communication. Guys who are weak, they comply the whole time. They're agreeable. They agree to everything. If you want to get your ex back, you gotta have a direction and stay in your direction. I'm not saying be so firm, be flexible, but you have a direction. You want something, you go and get it, and you have no problem walking away if what you want is not available. Number 4, your ex doesn't want you to react to their negative behavior. For example, I'll just give you a scenario of a relationship that breaks. Steve is talking to Michelle. They call Michelle is having a bad day. She says, oh, everything is so bad. I don't like my job. I'm going crazy. Our relationship is not good. And Steve starts to react. What do you mean our relationship is not good? You're just about work. Don't talk like this. It's not cool. They start getting into a fight. That's him, Steve, reacting to the negative emotions that Michelle brings to the picture, to the relationship. What you should do instead, if you want to get your ex back, all of these things are gonna come handy, because when you guys are gonna interact, you're gonna need these tools, which I give you a complete list of them in my book, Ex Back Secrets. Make sure you read it. So this is how you can respond to negative emotions, negative behavior. If she calls you and say a bunch of angry things, you don't fight it. You don't disagree. You don't say, you know, when somebody's emotional and angry, there's no way trying to negotiate with them. So you just, all right, cool, listen a little. If that relationship is important to you, you acknowledge with yourself, you understand that person is going through some hard time. The emotion that they have is going to pass, and they're going to calm down. This shouldn't become a pattern that every time they talk to you, they're angry like this. If once or twice or sometimes, if you're going through a breakup and you want to get your ex back and she's angry on the phone with you, you understand. It's a very special time. It's not always like this. So you let it go. But if you respond to negative emotions, say, oh, life is really bad. You say, oh, you know, yeah, life is really bad. I don't like life either, then you join them in a negative message, and you don't want that. So read the book Men from Mars, Women from Venus. John Gray in the book explains this really, really well as well. So basically the rule is, don't react when she's being negative or bringing negative energy to the table. And after that, number 5, they're all connected together. Like I said, number 5 is, don't be the doormat. Don't beg for love. That doesn't bring your ex back. A lot of times that I go work with guys, it's like unconsciously they get possessed by this desire to be the doormat without realizing. But Ben, she said this. Dude, she said she wants the key to your condo to take another guy. Yeah, but Ben, I want to give her the key because maybe next week she takes me instead. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You gotta be very careful if you want to get your ex back. These things are real, these things happen. I've seen stories, I've seen things that you would not believe if you hear. So don't do anything crazy, don't be the doormat. Your ex doesn't want to be the doormat. If she puts pressure on you, stand your ground. And number 6, don't report. That's another thing that most of the times guys fall into this trap, and they start to communicate with their ex again. Like if you want to get your ex back, she starts to talk to you, then you start to report. Hey, today my day was really good. I'm working on myself to become strong again. Dude, she's not your mother. She's not your mother. Why do you report to him? Why do you report to her? Why do you report to your ex? That kills the attraction. If you're a guy watching this, remember, your ex wants to be in a man-to-woman relationship, so you're the man, she's a woman. You don't report, hey, I'm working on myself, I'm doing this course that makes me very strong. Whoa, dude, what about attraction? All of that stuff kills attraction, and I tell you, this is real life, streetwise knowledge from real relationship. If you hear in these books, they say, hey, be vulnerable, open up. Man, you know what they don't tell you? They say be vulnerable and open up. He's being sign of strength. Hey, yeah, you're strong, but then she goes and fuck somebody else. There are ways to do this. Being vulnerable doesn't mean act like you're talking to your mother, which most guys do when they're going through the breakup. You gotta be strong. Look, she wants to be able to lean on you. You gotta be strong. I've seen hundreds of cases that this happens. The guy wants to get back together with his ex, and he feels weak. And he opens up, oh baby, what about this? What about that? Don't. Be strong. You don't want to be reporting to her what you did today, what you ate today. Today I went here, I'm working on myself, I'm doing this program, I read that book. It should be the other way around. And finally, number 7, don't seek her approval. Don't seek her approval. Approval-seeking behavior just murders attraction. I'm giving you some really cool things that you can bring in any relationship that you want, and they're effective and they work. Going out of your way in order to get her approval. Doing things that you don't want to do in order to get her approval. Never do that. Oh, I booked a trip to Vegas. I booked a trip to Cancun. I booked a trip here. Yeah, but you said you had work to do. Yeah, baby, it doesn't matter. I'll do the work later. Why did you do that? Because I wanted to be happy. Dude, you come first. If you want to get your ex back, you come first. If your ex becomes the center of your universe, if she becomes the main actor of your movie, that will cost you attraction. Don't do that. So, if you want to get your ex back before anything else, before watching any other videos, go in the description, download a free copy of my book, Ex Back Secrets. In there, I'll show you state control system, 4 steps to getting your ex back. If you find this video useful, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna give you more videos about getting your ex back. This is Ben, thanks for watching. I see you in the next video, and look, don't worry, I'm going to help you get your ex back. Now go ahead and get the book.